Middle Earth Sports Network brings you SGCBL Baseball live. Spring training action, the Dol Guldur Dragons versus the Minas Morgul Slayers at Minas Morgul. We'll be back in a few with the pregame show and then the lineups.
America's favorite gas. Remember, this portion of the show is being brought to you by Oxygen, America's favorite gas. Remember, 4 out of 5 doctors surveyed recommend Oxygen for their patients who breathe air.
What do you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon. What do you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
In Texas on the Rio Grande, that cowboys have a favorite brand. They serve it at your local bar.
Sing out, partner, for PBR.
What do you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What'll you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
What do you have?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. Smoother, smoother, smoother flavor. Zest and sparkle, million flavor. Taste that smoother, smoother flavor. Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Finest beer served anywhere. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Prove it yourself with a 3-way experts test. 1, your eyes are pleased with that Blue Ribbon clearness and sparkle. 2, your nose is teased with the aroma of Blue Ribbon hops. 3, your taste agrees. Finest beer served anywhere.
Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
What'll you have? Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Welcome back to the pregame show. Dol Guldur versus Minas Morgul in spring training action. The biggest news out of spring training so far has been, unfortunately, due to injuries. There's been bad news for Minas Ithil, for Minas Tirith, and for the Carrick Bears. For the Bears, one of their starting pitchers, Giddish Moonripper, was hurt. He's out for 4 to 5 months with a bone spur in his elbow. He got hurt in a game against Bree on February 29th, right at the start, near the start of spring training. Minas Ithil, Ishwish Drow Thrower, is in his 3rd year. Actually, this will be his 4th year with the minors. He got hurt pretty bad, torn elbow ligament. He's going to be out for the whole season. He was a pretty key member of the bullpen for the Worms for the last 3 years, pitching up into the 30s in games. He had 32 games last year and started 3.02 ERA. Not good news for Minas Ithil. The saddest tale, though, is Prado Pioeto of Minas Tirith. Pioeto signed a deal with the Minas Tirith Titans on March 2nd, and on that very same day, he signed a 2-year contract for $3.5 million. He went and came down with a mild oblique strain, so he was day-to-day for a little bit to begin with. 2 days later, partially torn UCL. He's got to go for Tommy Bombadil surgery, and he's going to miss the whole season. Bad investment, bad luck for Minas Tirith in that case. As for today's game, Dol Guldur, the Dragons, finished 97-65 last year. They won the Troll Division for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. They were 4th in runs scored in the Mordor Conference with 4.7 runs per game. They were 3rd in runs allowed with 4.2 runs per game allowed. They lost to Misty Mountain in 5 games in the Fellowship Series. They gave up a number of players to free agency, not the least of which is Glodhunter Cavern Splitter, who signed with Moria. But they did make a bunch of free agent pickups. If we look at the Dragons real quick and look at their off-season, Dol Guldur signed Stragic the Slobberer, who's a pretty good pitcher. He was 11-11 with Dunharrow. This will be his 8th year in the league. He's always had a really good ERA, always had really good WAR numbers. He just has had the misfortune of pitching for the Dunharrow Devils for most of his career. They also picked up a couple of other players, including including Radin Ironbiter, another relief pitcher, Luzin of Numenor, who's bounced around the league quite a bit. He also holds the record for the most saves in league history, and starting pitcher Nelly Orkkiller, who they picked up in the Rule 5 draft from Bywater. If we look at the Dol Guldur Dragons real quick, we also notice that this is the first year for their new manager, Daisy Willowbottom. Daisy Willowbottom, 54, was in Double-A last year, been with the Misty Mountain Hops organization for the last 6 years, but was down in the Double-A organization, the Methedras Manglers, for them last year. Dol Guldur let Celis Morales go, their manager last year, even though he got them to the playoffs. And they that's their general manager. Their manager was Lula Isan, who got them to the playoffs. But speaking of general managers, they also hired an assistant general manager, Tigtina Legathraviel, who was formerly with Daggerlad, who replaces Celis Morales. 51-year-old Tigtina Legathraviel will take over some of the duties in moving players around for the Dragons. So far, the spring training record of Dol Guldur is 5-6 in the first 2 weeks of spring. Minas Morgul, meanwhile, finished last year 89-73. Minas Morgul being obviously a fellow Troll Division rival of the Dragons in the Mordor Conference. They finished 8 games behind Dol Guldur last year, but they made the playoffs as a wild card anyway. They won the first ever Hobbit series last year over Dead Marshes, 2-1, but then they turned around and lost to Ravenhill in 5 games in the Fellowship Series. They were 7th in runs scored with 4.3 last year, and 2nd in runs allowed with 4.8. They didn't do anything in the offseason. They didn't lose any players. They didn't pick anybody up. They didn't make any trades. The Minas Morgul Slayers have stood pat for this season so far. The Slayers have a wealth of experience on their bench. They've got players that have, like Lilith Blackbart, who's been around. This will be her 14th year in the majors. Farion McGillian, who holds the record for the team with games played and hits. This will be his 15th year in the league. Lyanna Quietleaf, this will be her 7th year in the league. Tognar Ringworker, the catcher, it's his 13th year in the league. So they've got a ton of experience out there. That's pretty much it for a preview of what's going to happen in the game today. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after this.
So many floors and so many stores, you'll never find the exit door. No, you'll never be able to leave at all when you shop Gargantua Mall.
It's finally opened, the biggest indoor mall in the world, with over 200 city blocks of stores, shops, and restaurants, an 85-screen movie theater, a 30,000-seat concert hall, 89 Olympic-sized swimming pools, an indoor fun park featuring the world's highest Ferris wheel, 10 miles of wilderness hiking paths, a used mobile home lot, 6 hotels, our own Concord landing strip, a 3-ring circus, a 20-acre zoo, free helicopter rides, a 16-lane freeway, a 2-mile high ski lift, a bowling alley, a 2-hour nightly parade and fireworks display, gangs, a high school and junior college, a courthouse, a corrupt city council, a retirement village, a red light district, our own 6-truck fire department.
Welcome back to the game. We're getting ready to start. We're going to take a quick look at the starting lineups for both teams. For Dol Guldur, leading off will be shortstop Gorbadoc Trample. Porto Grimm is in center field, bats second. Norman Xanatos, who's a multiple MVP candidate, multiple MVP winner, hit .337 last year with 34 homers, bats third. Hisson Rockdelver, last year's big winner for lots of batting titles, hit .307, 44 homers, 141 RBIs, bats cleanup. Lagil Iwemir is their first baseman. Foul human crawler in right field, taking the place of the injured Neil, I forgot his name. They had an injury in right field anyway. Foul Human Crawler is taking his place. Nolak Heartdragger is in left field. Ulysses Longshoreman is at second base, and starting on the hill will be Billin Earthmasher. Earthmasher last year was 2-4 in 8 games with a 4.78 ERA. For Minas Morgul, Lilith Blackbark will lead off. Ligar Shigorn will take over at second base and bat second. Tonar Ringworker is the catcher. He bats third. Nolak Fithian is in right field, bats cleanup. Aragorn Reinhardt is at third base. El Ralqua Elrorian is in left field. Fantina Annabrilder is in center field. Diador Galindel is at first. And on the hill for the Slayers is Barurian Celiaborn, who last year was 7-4 with a 3.38 ERA.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's nuclear-powered popcorn popper, the popcorn popper that never leaves a kernel of corn unpopped. Remember, with Ed's nuclear-powered popcorn popper, meltdown isn't just for butter anymore.
Let's get ready to start the game. It's another day of spring training action as the Slayers face the Dragons today. It's 74 degrees and there's not a single cloud in sight. Let's get this game started. Gorbadoc Trample stands at the plate. Celiaborn nods to Ringworker, starts his windup, deals. The fastball's in there for strike one. Celiaborn to Trample, way outside for a ball. One count, the windup and the pitch. Trample swings, soft roller to the mound. Celiaborn throws him out 1-3. Grimm to face Celiaborn. Dol Guldur bats with 1 out. Here's the windup and the pitch. Grimm takes strike one. Now the pitch. Low. That was really low. That was a fastball. Pitch on the way. Grimm swings. Soaring pop-up. Third base side and foul ground. Measuring it. Blackbark. And she has it. She came a long ways in from shortstop to grab that. Norman Xanatos at the plate now. No on, 2 out. Wind up and the pitch. Inside with a splitter. Celiaborn winds up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Strike one. Celiaborn kicks and deals. That's a ball. Celiaborn delivers. Xanatos swings and chops it foul near the third base dugout. Two on Xanatos. From the windup, Celiaborn delivers. Swung on, fouled away to the right. Celiaborn checks the sign. He pitches. Swing and a miss. Lilith Blackbark digs in from the windup. Earthmasher offers. Blackbark swings. Sent into the air down the left field foul line. Heartdragger has to hurry, but it goes foul. Master winds up. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ball 1 to Lilith. The pitch. Swung on. Hit down the right field line. Foul. Just feeding her a diet of changeups at so far. Counts 1-2 on the hitter. Earthmaster wheels and deals. Black Bark swings, little fly ball, left center. Heart Dragger comes in on it, and he grabs it. 1 out, 26 to go. Here's Ligar Shigorn. There's 1 out. The windup, the pitch, ball low. Now Earthmaster. Shigorn turns to bunt, but the changeup misses for ball 2. Again with the changeup. That's Earthmaster is just throwing a steady diet of changeups up there. The pitch swung on, grounded weakly to the right side. Diving attempt by Iwamir, and it's into right field. The Dragons get hurt by poor fielding. I don't think he needed to dive on that ball. So we got a runner at first now. Here's Ring Worker, 1 on and 1 out. Earthmaster comes to the belt. He delivers. Ring Worker takes ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Earthmaster comes to the set position. Delivers. Very low, ball 2. Count of 2-0 from the stretch. Here it comes. On the outside corner with a sinker. Shigorn's a pretty good base stealer. Not much for speed, but he's a pretty good base stealer. They need to watch out over there. Earthmaster starts his motion. The offering. Swung on, hit hard in the air. Toward the gap in right center. Long run for Human Crawler. He slows near the wall and makes the catch. Shigorn scampers back to first base. 2 down. Here's Nolak Fithian. The runner at first takes his lead with 2 outs. Earthmaster sets, checks on Shigorn, kicks and deals, and that's a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The stretch, the pitch, the swing. Hit on the ground toward the bag at third, but it rolls foul. Earthmaster concentrates on the sign, sets the 1-1 pitch. Fithian tries to hold up, and he did. He's getting straight sinkers so far. 2 down, 2-1 count. Earthmaster from the stretch. The pitch. Fithian takes ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Earthmaster comes to set at the belt. The pitch. Ball 4. Straight sinkers. 5 straight sinkers on to Fithian. Going to second is Shigorn. Settling into the box is Aragorn Reinhardt. Runners at first and second with 2 out. Earthmaster toes the rubber. Stares in. Here's the pitch. Reinhardt swings. Hard hit ground ball towards third. Rockdelver grabs it. Throw to second. And Fithian is out. That's 3 down. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. Wouldn't a tankard of ale hit the spot right now? Alric's Ale is the clear choice of Tolkien baseball players. Alric's goes down smooth. Try some Alric's Classic or new Pumpkin Spice Ale the next time you're out carousing. Alric's Ale, the clear choice. Leading off is Hisson Rockdelver for the Dragons in the top of the second. Here's the windup and the pitch. Rockdelver checks his swing. Ringworker asks for an appeal, but he didn't go around. That's ball 1 on a fastball outside. One ball, no strikes. Celioborn winds up and fires low. Quite a contrast between Celioborn and Earthmaster. Earthmaster's throwing a lot of sinkers, a lot of changeup. Celioborn is just coming in there with fastballs. Here's the pitch to Rockdelver. He swings and it's hit hard out to deep center field. And a Brilder on the run near the warning track, but he won't get there. Rockdelver hits the bag at first and keeps going. Annabrilder has it. Here's the throw to second. Rockdelver slides, and he's in there with a double. Leadoff double for Hisson Rockdelver for the Dragons. Eowamir at the bat. Runner on second with no outs. Celeborn comes set. The pitch. Eowamir swings. Hard ground ball just inside the first base line. Fielding it, Galindle steps on the base, and Eowamir is out. Taking third is Rock Delver. Here's Human Crawler. Dol Guldur has a runner on third with one out. Celeborn in the set position. Glances at Rock Delver. Kicks and deals. Taken for strike one. Ringworker flashes the sign. The pitch. Low, ball one. Celeborn sends it in. Swung on, fouled back. Right into the glove of Ringworker. From the stretch, Celeborn with the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Human Crawler can't put the ball in play. Runner on third, 2 down. The batter will be Heart Dragger. Man on third, 2 out. Celeborn gets the sign, the pitch. It misses for ball one. Fastball low. 1-0 count on Heart Dragger. From the stretch, Celeborn deals. Low, 2-0. Celeborn is ready. The 2-0 count. He kicks and fires. Swing by Heart Dragger. Hits straight up. Routine for Shigorn, and he makes the catch. That retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on base. You've got that dragon's hoard, but where do you put the gold? Stick it in a sack, cram it into a chest, bury it under a mountain? Visit the Bank of Rivendell and put that gold to work for you. Bank of Rivendell, the smart choice. Going into the bottom of the second, we've got I can't even say the guy's name. Iroquois Elrorian, the left fielder for the Minas Morgul Slayers, up against Earthmaster, who so far has done a pretty good job on 17 pitches. Here's the windup and the pitch. A swing and a miss by Elrorian. Looks like Misty Mountain has scored in their spring training game so far tonight. The 0-1 count. Earthmaster checks the sign. Got one he likes. The windup and the pitch. That's ball one. We'll check the out-of-town scores here in a little bit. You can keep an eye on them over here in the lower right-hand corner. Earthmaster coming back. The sinker is low. Again, sinkers and changeups. That's all he's got. That's all he's showing anyway. 2-1 the count. The pitch. Sinker struck foul. From the full windup, the 2-2 pitch. A swing by Elrorian, wrapped foul. Earthmaster winds up, throws the 2-2 pitch. Elrorian swings and misses. He's down on strikes. Out number 1. Minas Morgul has taken a 2-0 lead over Lake Town. Here's Anna Brilder. Bases empty, 1 out. Earthmaster toes the slab, winds and fires. Anna Brilder takes a sinker for ball 1. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, a ball. Earthmaster looks in. The southpaw rocks and fires. Right down the middle, strike 1. Earthmaster kicks and fires. Ball 3, low. Earthmaster gets the sign, brings it. Anna Brilder tries to check his swing. The appeal, and the ump signals no swing. Anna Brilder gets a free pass. The first baseman, Galindle, stands in. 1 on, 1 out. Earthmaster is ready. From the stretch, the pitch. A half swing by Galindle, and he held up. Earthmaster throws to first, and Anna Brilder is back easily. And a Builder is a really good stolen base threat. He's got really good speed over there at first base, so they're going to have to keep an eye out on him. Here's the pitch on the outside corner, strike one. That was really close. Earthmaster fires, swinging strike. Earthmaster delivers, cut on and fouled off, a sinker. No surprise there, that's his fourth sinker in a row. The Earthmaster pitch, ball two, way inside. Earthmaster sends it in, swung on, fouled off to the left. That was a changeup. Change of pace after 5 straight sinker balls. The count is 2-2 on Galindle. Earthmaster gets the sign, stretches and deals. Galindle swings, hard ground ball, up the middle. Longshoreman dives, and it'll reach the outfield. Going to second is Anna Brilder. Anna Brilder sprints for third. Grimm has it. Anna Brilder is safe at third as Grimm tosses the ball back in. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. At bat, the pitcher, Celiaborn. Minas Morgul has runners at the corners with 1 out. Earthmaster comes set. Here's the pitch. First pitch, strike. And the pitch. Celiaborn tries to check his swing, and he didn't go. Ball 1. Long look by Earthmaster. Here's the pitch. Celiaborn swings. It's a very high pop-up. On the infield, left side in foul territory. Getting under its rock delver. And he makes the catch. Infield and moves back to normal. Outfield's back at normal with 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Lilith Blackbark back at the plate. Runners at first and third with 2 out. The stretch, the pitch. Ball 1. Missed high and tight with a sinker. Earthmaster fires to first. Safe. Galindle is a really good base stealer. The 1-0 pitch in there for strike 1. Blackbark's also a really good bunter. I don't know if she'll be doing it with 2 outs, though. Ball and a strike to Blackbark. From the stretch, the pitch. Swung on, popped high in the air. To shallow left field down the line. It lands foul. Earthmaster to the plate. Swung on. Another high pop-up in foul territory on the left side. Up, circling under its rock delver. And he has it. The inning is over. No runs. And nothing across. Two men left for Minas Morgul.
Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston gives you real flavor for rich tobacco flavor. Winston's easy drawing too. The filter lets the flavor through. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
And we're back. Let's look at some of the scores over in the rest of the league. Minas Ithel's got a 3-0 lead over Lake Town in their spring training game. Daguerlat and Misty Mountain, the Hops have a 1-0 lead over the Disaster in the 3rd inning. Mirkwood and Old Forest are scoreless after 2.5, or actually in the top of the 3rd. Ravenhill and Isengard are also scoreless in the top of the 3rd. Moria's got a 3-0 lead over Carrick in the bottom of the second. Dun, Harrow, and Lothlorien and Numenor and Grey Havens are yet to start. And in the bottom of the second, Buckleberry's taken a 1-0 lead over the Minas Tirith Titans. Back here, it's 0-0. Dol Guldur at Minas Morgul headed to the top of the third. We're going to see Ulysses Longshoreman up against Bararin Celeborn. Celeborn winds and delivers. Low, a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Celeborn is ready to go. The windup and the delivery. Way inside, ball 2. 2-0 count on Longshoreman. Celeborn checks the sign, winds and delivers the pitch. Swung on, liner toward left field. Waiting on it is Elrorian, and he squeezes it for the out. Here's Billin Earthmaster, the pitcher. There's 1 down. Celeborn steps on the rubber, winds and fires. Low for ball 1. Now the pitch, swung on, fouled into the visitor's dugout. Celeborn's throwing his opponent pitcher splitters so far. Here's the windup. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2. That was a fastball, 95 miles an hour. The Celeborn pitch struck him out looking. Earthmaster goes down on strikes. 2 down now for Gorbadoc Trample, the shortstop. Base is empty with 2 out. Celeborn winds and fires. Gorbadoc looks at strike 1. Here's the pitch. Strike called. A fastball from Celeborn. Trample in a 2-strike hole. Celeborn gets the sign, the windup, and the pitch. Trample swings at it. Ground ball, left side, fielded by the shortstop, Black Bark. The throw to Galindo, and she gets it there in time. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. This portion of the show is sponsored by Brie Cheese, aged to perfection. Try some Brie Cheddar or Gouda, or visit your local tavern and pick up some Brie. There's always room for Brie Cheese. Shigorn is up there now. He's 1 for 1. From the windup, here's the pitch. Swung on, a dribbler near the plate, but it rolls foul. Pitch is on the way. Shigorn swings. Little tap up the first base line is foul. Earthmaster serves up the 0-2. Low. Sinker. What a surprise. Earthmaster into his motion. Brings it. Swung on. He rips a liner out to deep left center. Back goes Heartdragger, but it sails over his head. It's down and skips to the wall. Shigorn rounding first, and Shigorn will have a double. Batter's ring worker. Minas Morgul has a man on second and nobody out. From the stretch, Earthmaster kicks and delivers. Sinker, grounded foul, third base side. Earthmaster delivers. Curveball, ball 1. Earthmaster kicks and delivers. Ring worker swings. Tapper right side and a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Ring worker swings. Slow roller down the third base line. Rocked over, lets it roll, and it goes foul. One-two count on the hitter. The stretch, the pitch. Sinker up too high, ball 2. Earthmaster has the sign. The 2-2 delivery, the swing, popped up behind the plate. It'll land on the netting for a foul ball. Here's the pitch. Ring worker swings and fouls it into the stands. He's making him work. Lefty deals. Ring worker with a swing. Hit up in the air. Out towards short. The shortstop Trample wants it. And he has it. 1 down. Here's Fithian. The Slayers have a runner on second and 1 out. Earthmaster's ready. From the stretch. The pitch. Fithian swings. Hit in the air down the left field line. Heartdragger has to hurry. It'll end up foul. Counts 0-1, the stretch and the pitch. Sinker low and inside. From the stretch, the 1-1 delivery. Fithian swings, grounder toward first. Another foul ball. Earthmaster delivers. Low to Fithian. Here's the pitch. Fithian swings at it. Laced hard on the ground. Over towards first. Iowamir feels it, and he'll step on the bag, and Fithian is retired. Shigorn takes third on the play. The Slayers have a runner at third with 2 out. Here's Aragorn Reinhardt. The stretch, the pitch. On the inside corner, strike 1. Earthmaster deals the 0-1 pitch. Sinker taken for a strike. Earthmaster checks the runner at third. From the stretch, the 0-2 pitch. Sinker called a ball. 1-2 count on Reinhardt with 2 out. Earthmaster from the stretch. He deals low with the curveball. That was a real close pitch. Now the pitch. Swung on, put up in the air toward short left center. Heartdragger moves in, and he makes the catch. That's 3 down. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left on.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Ed's Shoplift Emporium, the world's first store intended to fill the needs of today's busy kleptomaniacs. Our cluttered aisles, unstaffed dressing rooms, mirrorless walls, and untrained, uncaring security guards make it almost impossible for us to catch you. So why pay retail? Why pay wholesale? Come on down to Ed's Shoplift Emporium, where everything on sale is a real steal.
Welcome back to the top of the 4th. Dol Guldur versus Minas Morgul. So far, we've got no score in this one. Dol Guldur has no runs with 1 hit, no errors, and the Slayers, no runs, 3 hits, and no errors. Batting is Porto Grim. Here's the windup by Celeborn. Here's his pitch. Fastball low. Celeborn toes the rubber, kicks and fires. Called strike at the knees. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit sharply foul. The pitch. Ooh, that was a changeup strike. Grimm is out looking. Here's Norman Xanatos. Dol Guldur bats with 1 down. Celeborn goes into his windup, and here's the pitch. Xanatos swings and knocks it foul. Now the pitch. Low with a splitter, ball 1. The pitch. Away, ball 2. 2-1 offering to Xanatos. Swung on, and he missed it. Swung right over a changeup. Celeborn is ready to work. The 2-2. Xanatos swings, grounded down the third base line, but it rolls foul. Celeborn throws the 2-2. Swung on. Hard hit grounder, right side in the hole, and it's into right field. Climbing into the boxes, Hisson Rockdelver. He's gone 1 for 1 with a double. Dol Guldur bats with 1 down. Celeborn toes the rubber. From the stretch, he brings it home. Rock Delver holds up for ball one. The pitch from Born. Rock Delver swings and a splitter fouled off. The pitch. Rock Delver swings, hit in the air toward Fithian and right. It's his play to make, and he handles it. That's 2 down. Here's Eowamir. There's 2 out. Born from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Eowamir swings and knocks it foul. The count's 0-1. The stretch, the pitch, outside with a fastball. Now the 1-1. Swung on, popped high in the air. On the infield left side, calling for it, Reinhardt. And he retires Eowamir. And that's 3 down. Have you ever been in this situation? You're mixing up a potion of longevity and, you've run out of unicorn hair. Al's Alchemical Alley to the rescue. Al's got everything for your potion-making needs. From frost giant teeth to 4-leaf clover. From troll blood to dragon scales. You'll find it at Al's. Al's Alchemical Alley. That's the stuff. Alqua Elrorian is the batter. Earthmaster checks the sign. He's got what he likes. Wind up in the pitch. Strike called on a curveball at the knees. Earthmaster's starting to mix that curveball in along with the change-ups and the sinkers. He's been throwing sinkers and change-up all night. 1 strike to count. Earthmaster into the windup. And the pitch. The swing. Hard hit. Ground ball past the mound. Backhand snare by Longshoreman. Throw to Eowamir, and Elrorian is out. Nice play by the second baseman. Up there is Enter Builder. There's 1 out. The windup and the pitch. Swung on. Line drive towards second. Longshoreman times his jump. And he makes the catch. Another fine play by the Dol Guldur second baseman. The hitter's the window. He's gone 1 for 1. Base is empty, 2 out. Earthmaster Lieutenant Xanatos. He gets a sign he likes. Lines up and fires. Galindo swings, bouncing ball towards short, fielded by Trample. And Galindo is retired with a throw to first. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. That's the end of the 4th inning.
Nothing refreshes like A&W root beer. So good,
Just right.
let's have some tonight. A&W root beer.
Welcome back to the 5th inning. It's 0-0 here with Dol Guldur and Minas Morgul. 2 hits for the Dragons and 3 hits for the Slayers. Leading off for Dol Guldur is Foul Human Crawler, the right fielder. We've got a substitution. Taking the mound for Minas Morgul is the righty, Bella Lad. The hitter is Foul Human Crawler. Wind up the pitch. Human Crawler swings and it drills it foul on the ground near first. So that's going to be a different look for the Dragons now because Bella Lad has some hot velocity. That fastball was in at 99 miles an hour. Bella Lad into his motion. He throws, called strike 2. Bella Lad gets the sign, readies and fires. Ball 1, missed for the fastball. On, hit into the air to right center. After it's Fithian, who dives and snares the ball. Did he trap it? No, they call it a catch. Nicely done by the right fielder for the Slayers. The hitter will be Heart Dragger. The Guldur bats with 1 out. Wind up by Bella Lad and the pitch. Inside with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the wind up by Bella Lad and the pitch. High, ball 2. Bella Lad checks the sign. He pitches. Called strike, fastball. He's just pouring it in there, 99, 98 miles an hour. The pitch, swung on, hit high in the air, near the right field line. Fithian glides over, and he gloves it in foul territory. That's 2 down. The batter is Longshoreman. Bases empty, 2 out. Bella Lad looks in for the sign. He gets what he likes. The windup and the delivery. Changeup taken, and it's a strike. Bella Lad deals. Swung on, hit hard down the left field line. It goes foul. Bella Lad has Longshoreman in the hole. Here he comes. Fastball, ball 1. 102 mile an hour on the gun. Counts 1 and 2 on the hitter. Bella Lad into the windup. He fires it in. Longshoreman swings. Line drive towards short left center. Elrorian on the move. And he pulls it down. That's 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. After 5.5, the score is still Dol Guldur nothing, Minas Morgul nothing. You know, pipeweed is back in style, and Bill's Bunny Pipeweed is the coolest smoke ever. Bill's Bunny Pipeweed gives you smooth flavor and it's satisfying rings of smoke after a long, hard march. Bill's, put that in your pipe and smoke it. We got a substitution. Taking the mound for Dol Guldur is the righty Ratted Ironbiter. The soon Bella Lad strolls to the plate. Ironbiter checks the sign, winds up and delivers. Bella Lad swings at the first pitch and misses. And there's ball 1. There's the pitch. There's strike 2. Wind up the pitch. Swung on. A liner to center. Here he comes in fast, but he can't make the catch. The Minas Morgul Slayer has got himself a single. The pitcher has got himself a single. Here's Blackbark. She's had 2 cracks at it without a hit. There's nobody out. Ironbiter stretches, checks Bella Lad, kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. That fastball makes it strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's a ball with changeup. Pitch. Low with a fastball. Ironbiter kicks and fires. Swing and miss. Better working from the stretch. Here's the offering. Call! Strike 3. Blackbark goes down. Ironbiter rings her up. Stepped it now is Lagar Shigorn. He hasn't been retired yet, going 2 for 2 with a double. It's the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. The stretch, the pitch. That one misses inside. No pitch. Ball, a fastball. Okay. Thing fouled off the end of the bat. Ironbiter kicks and fires. Shigorn swings. Soft fly ball out to short right. Human Crawler moves toward it, and he makes the catch. That's 2 down. Tognar Ringworker is up there now. He's gone hitless. Runner at first takes his lead with 2 out. Ironbiter at the ready. The pitch. Strike call, a fastball. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air. To the gap in deep right center. Chasing its Human Crawler. To the track. He reaches, but he can't get to it. Rounding second, Ringworker. Human Crawler has it. The relay. The Ringworker will be safe for the triple. Bella Lad crosses the plate. It's a run-scoring triple by Tognar Ringworker. Minas Morgul leads the game 1-0. Settling into the box is No Luck Fithian. Xanatos looks out toward the dugout. Gets a signal for the intentional walk. Here's Aragorn Reinhardt. He's hitless at this point. Runs at first and third. Ouch. Ironbiter glances at the runners. And the pitch. swing and miss at a fastball. Ironbiter deals the 0-1 pitch. A half swing by Reinhardt, and he held up. Ironbiter out of the stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Reinhardt takes it low, ball 2. Ironbiter checks 50. Looks over at Brady Worker. The 2-1 pitch. Reinhardt strike. Changeup. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Reinhardt cannot make contact. That's 3 down, 2 runners left on. The Minas Morgul scores the first run of the game. The Slayers lead Dol Guldur 1-0.
This portion of the show is being brought to you by Einstein's Express. A package so fast that we actually break the time barrier. In fact, we guarantee that your package will arrive at its destination at least 12 hours before you send it. Einstein's Express, when it absolutely, relatively, has to get there the day before yesterday.
Hello, I'm Rory Jessel, owner and manager of Jerky City, home of the original 2-pound beef jerky, where we always say it's enough to keep you chewing all day. This week at Jerky City, we're keeping our doors open till 12 midnight every night for our annual Big Jerky Sale. So come on in and stock up now on your favorite beef jerky, barbecue beef jerky, teriyaki jerky, sweet and sour pork jerky, cheese jerky, and for the health-minded, turkey jerky. Jerky City, we're a city of jerkies all under one roof, so you don't have to go driving around town anymore. Ask about our new breakfast jerkies. And be sure to sign up for our weekend circle jerkies. Jerky City, come on in and chew the fat.
Taking a look at around the league. Minas Morgul is now stretched out to an 8-0 lead over Lake Town in their game. The Archers have no hits after 5 innings. In the top of the 5th, Misty Mountain leads Daggerlad 6-1. They've got the bases loaded. Daggerlad has the bases loaded right now, though. In the top of the 6th, Old Forest leads Mirkwood 1-0. Raven Hill leads Isengard 1-0 in the after 5 innings. In the top of the 5th, it's 5-0 Moria over Carrick. Later on, Dunharrow at Lothlorien and Numenor at Great Havens, and Buckleberry leads Minas Tirith 4-0. Back here, it's 1-0 Minas Morgul after a run-scoring triple in the bottom of the 5th. 1 run on 5 hits, no errors for the Slayers. Dol Guldur has no runs on 2 hits and no errors. We got a new batter at the plate. Pinch hitter Morgan Eliasson steps in. Lad steps to the rubber, starts his windup and fires. Eliasson swings a pop-up on the infield. No problem for Blackbark. She closes her glove on it for the out. Eliasson was pinch hitting for the pitcher, so we'll see a substitution from Dol Guldur when we return. The batter is Trample. He's hitless in the game, 0-for-2. Base is empty with 1 out. Little lad in his windup, and he lets it go. Ball 1, fastball 100 mile an hour. Ryan fires the 1-0 pitch. Ball 2 inside. Offering. Trample swings, lifts it into the air to deep right center. Fithian streaks after it. Full extension, and he catches it. That's another great catch by Fithian in right field. He just stole a hit from Trample. At bat is the center fielder, Grimm. He's hitless in 2 at bats. Dol Guldur bats with 2 down. The lad is ready into the windup. The pitch. Fastball taken for a strike at the knees. Long look in by Bellalad. Here's the pitch. High with a fastball. Bellalad rocks. Errors. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Counts 1-2. Bellalad winds and fires. High, a fastball. and rocks, kicks, and delivers. Struck him out with a fastball. That's 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. The score is unchanged, 1-0 Slayers. You know, hobbits in this league go to Harefoot Harry's Foot Hair Trimming Salon and Spa. At Harefoot Harry's, Tooks, Brandybooks, Gamgees, and Bagginses are all treated like kings. Whether you're a puttyfoot or a tunnelly, treat yourself with a trip to Mickle Delving and Harefoot Harry's. We've got a new pitcher for the Dragons. It's going to be Poor Brag Giant Throttler. The batter is a Rocqua Roaring. He's been up 2 times without a hit. Giant Throttler gets the sign, lines up, delivers the pitch. Fastball for ball 1. Giant Throttler throwing to a Roaring. Here it is. Swing and a miss at a fastball. The pitch is on the way. Curve inside, ball 2. Pitch inside with a fastball. Waits. Giant Throttler delivers. That pitch goes by for a strike. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Elorian is gone. Here's Fantina and a Builder. Bases empty, 1 out. Giant Throttler brings it. And a Builder takes a fastball strike. Giant Throttler winds up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's low for a ball. If this game is any indication of what kind of season the Dragons and the Slayers are going to have facing each other, it's going to be close this year. The pitch, and a Builder swings, and he strikes out. 2 down. Here's the pitch. Got him with a fastball. Coming to the plate is Theodore Galindo. He's 1 for 2 today. There's 2 outs. Wind up the pitch. He takes the fastball inside. Giant Throttler's throwing nothing but gas. He gets the sign, winds and fires the 1-0 pitch. High, ball 2. From the windup, the 2-0 offering. Low and inside. Count is 3-0. Giant Throttler winds and fires. Fastball taken for a strike. Next pitch from Giant Throttler. Strike 2 called. Fastball. Giant Throttler winds, fires the 3-2 pitch. A ball, and Galindo walks. The batter is Lyanna Quietleaf, pinch hitting. Minas Morgul bats with 2 out. Giant Throttler has the sign from Xanatos, the stretch, and the pitch. On the outside corner with a fastball for strike 1. Quietleaf is pinch hitting for the pitcher below Bellalad. Giant Throttler deals the 0-1 pitch, ball 1. And then Quietleaf swings, fouled, out of play. Here's the pitch, inside, ball 2. Pitch. Ooh, struck her out, swinging with a fastball. Per brag, Giant Throttler has struck out 3 in this inning. 3 in the game. The inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors. A runner left on base. Still 1-0 in favor of the Slayers.
Shaper, beautiful, one did I have and don't have and more than one. Shaper, some baby,
Welcome back. It's 1-0 Minas Morgul in the top of the 7th. Dol Guldur, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Minas Morgul, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. Looks like we've got a new pitcher for the Slayers. It's going to be Bowman Moss. And the hitter is Norman Xanatos. He's gone 1 for 2. From the full windup, the pitch, ball 1. Moss threw him a fastball. Moss bears in, gets the sign. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, belted out toward deep center. And Roller sprints after it to the track, reaching up, but he can't get to it. Xanatos rounds first. Builder has it, the throw to second. Xanatos slides, and he's safe. Leadoff double for Norman Xanatos of the Dragons. Wilson Rockdale at the bat. He's 1 for 2 today with the double. Nobody out for Dol Guldur. Shugorn cheats a bit towards second, trying to keep the runner a step or 2 closer. Moss comes to the set position. Here's the pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. Over. Moss from the stretch. Comes home with it. Fastball from Moss is inside. Ball 1. Moss deals. Rock Delbert checks his swing, and he held up. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was going for the downs. Pitch. Runs low, making it 3-2. Strike 3. Moss fans Rock Delbert. Got him on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Here's Legal Ilomir. He's hitless in this one. The Dragons have the tying run at second. Moss has the sign, sets, and the pitch. Swung on, bounced between first and second, and through. That'll be a single. Xanatos goes to third. Xanatos is on his way home, and he scores. It's tied up thanks to the RBI single by Legal Ilomir. Human Crawler up. He's hitless in the game, 0 for 2. Moss to first, safe. Ilomir is not a threat to steal. There's 1 down. Moss works from the set, the pitch, and it misses low. Stretch off field. Ball 2. Pitch. Low with a fastball. 3-0. Stares in for the sign. Rocks and fires. That's a strike right down the middle. Taken for ball 4. Human Crawler heads to first base with a base on balls. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for the Dragons. R1 Felder is pinch hitting now. Here's Felder. 2 on for Dol Guldur with 1 out. The stretch, the pitch, a fastball inside, and Felder lays off. Felder's hitting .400 this spring. He's got 4 hits and 10 at-bats with a homer and 3 RBI. Upstairs in, swung on, popped down the left field line. Aurorian is charging, but he won't get there. That's a foul ball. 1 count. Moss gets the sign. From the stretch, the pitch. Ball 2. Good 1. Moss stares in for the sign. Kicks and deals. Felder swings. He's late on a fastball. Moss sends it in. High and tight, ball 3. Full count on Felder. Runners at first and second with 1 out. 3-2 pitch coming to Felder. Moss is set. Here comes the pitch. Got him swinging with a fastball. That's 2 down. Here's Longshoreman. In 2 at-bats, he's hitless. Human Crawler and Eomir take their leads. Moss on the rubber. From the stretch, he brings it home. Called strike. Pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Oh, strike 3. Got him with a fastball. That's 3 down. 2 runners left on, but Dol Guldur gets a run. The game's all tied up 1-1. Now the home fans rise to their feet for the scene and take me out to the ball game. Apparently they're having some technical difficulties. Well, if you're on the run and need to eat, Lothlorien Lembas is in the new fresh sealed leaf packaging to provide all your nutritional needs for the long journey ahead. Go farther with Lothlorien Lembas. Back here, it's now the bottom of the 7th. Minas Morgul is coming up with the game tied 1-1. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for Dol Guldur. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for Minas Morgul. Got a substitution. Earth Slasher. Null Earth Slasher steps into the box. Giant Throttler winds up and throws. Earth Slasher takes that one inside. Ball 1. Giant Throttler stares in, gets the sign, and here's the 1-0 pitch. It misses again for ball 2. The pitch. Fastball taken for called strike 1. Number 2-1. Swung on hit in the air or deep left field. Giving pace is Grunge Smelter close to the track, but he won't get to it. Earth Slasher's around first, and Earth Slasher will cruise in the second with a double. We got a substitution. The batter up is Command Lumberman. Runner on second to go out. Giant Throttler stretches. Checks Earth Slasher. Hits and fields. Swing and a foul ball near home plate. Sliders are bringing in all of their subs. That's spring training baseball for you, man. Giant Throttler deals the 0-1 pitch. Lumberman swings, fly ball to deep right field. Human Crawler getting chase, but this one will leave the yard as Lumberman slugs a 2-run homer. Tail of the tape on that one's 408 feet. Minas Morgul leads Dol Guldur 3-1. We've got a new pitcher. Pinge of the Pitiful is taking over for the Dragons. Pinge is a right-handy. So far, 0-1 in spring training in 4 innings with a 9.0 ERA. Ringworker to the bat. He's 1 for 3 with a triple and an RBI. The Pitiful goes into the full windup. Delivers. Swung on and misses strike 1. The Pitiful winds up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. The swing. Foul back to the screen. Swung and foul off the bat of Ringworker. 2 strikes on the batter. The Pitiful into the windup. He kicks and fires. Away, ball 1. On the way, very low slider for ball 2. Pitch. Ringworker swings, smacked hard under the ground, down the first base line. Eomir fields it near first and steps on the bag. He's out for the first out of the inning. Another pitch hitter, Chucky Kendrick, is coming to the plate. There's one down, the windup, and the delivery from the pitiful. Fastball, strike one. Count, pitiful into the windup. Pitch. Slow dribbler toward the pitcher. The pitiful over to pick it up. Throws it over to first, and he's out for 2 down. We got another substitution. Another pinch hitter. Lagish Juice Kicker is up. Bottom of the 7th with 2 out. Wind up the pitch. Juice Kicker swings. High pop fly on the infield left side. Trample has a line on it, and he's got it. That's 3 down. Minas Morgul scores 2 runs on 2 hits, including a homer from Lumberbrand. The score is 3-1 with the Slayers in front.
These hot dogs are okay, but you know, you just can't beat the hot dogs you get at the ballpark. That's what they are, ballpark franks. Oh, well, it tastes better at the ballpark. Okay, so our hot dogs don't really taste like what you get at the ballpark. But now we have a new product that does. No ballpark cola. Hey, Vic, this cola you serve, it just lays there. No fizz, no bubbles. It's so watered down, it looks like dishwater. Thanks. It's no ballpark cola. Sure is authentic. Just like being at the game, huh? Too bad you can't do anything with these hot dogs. It's Fender Fresh and still only $5 a cup. Ballpark cola.
Welcome back to the game. Lots of substitutions in the field for the Slayers. Chucky Kendrick moves into center field. Elrorian is over in right field now. Rebo Brandybook is now the shortstop. Farion McGillen is still at third. Betts Blizzard is into second base. And Ringmarker, I can't talk, is still the catcher. And Fantina Allen Driller is still out in left field. Bowman Moss is still on the hill, and he's got a 3-1 lead. 3 runs for the Slayers and 1 run for the Dragons. Got a substitution. Pinch hitter for the pitcher is Randy Morninglimmer. Moss leans in, gets the sign, into the windup, he deals. First pitch, swing and a miss. We're in the top of the 8th inning now. Moss winds up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 pitch, swung on and slapped down the third baseline foul. Fired. Swung on and missed. Morninglimmer whiffs on a curveball. Shortstop Trample is up. He's not gotten a hit in 3 at-bats. Dol Guldur bats with 1 down, the windup, and Moss fires outside, ball 1. Ball and no strikes from the windup. Trample, 5, ball 2. Off into the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch. In the dirt with a curveball, ball 3. Counts 3-0. Moss winds and fires. Fastball called a strike. Here's the windup. The 3-1 pitch. Fastball low, ball 4. Trample takes first. Porto Grimm is set to hit. He's had 3 chances without a hit. Dol Guldur bats with 1 out. The stretch, the pitch. Ball 1 high. Step off and the throw to first. Safe. Trample is a big threat to steal. Moss cutting back. Strike 1. Looks like Minas Morgul is beating Lake Town up 12-0 so far, and the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th. Pitch swung on. Tapper out toward second. Blizzard comes in. Makes the play, throw to first, and Grimm is out. Trample takes second. Xanatos steps in against Moss. He's gone 2 for 3 with a double. Runner in scoring position for Dol Guldur with 1, 2 out. Xanatos will try to extend the inning. Moss comes set. Here's the pitch. Xanatos fouls it off to left. Moss throwing to Xanatos. Here it is. No, ball one. From the stretch, the 1-1 delivery. Xanatos swings, fastball hit on the ground, to the right side. Clean pickup by Blizzard. Quick throw to Glendale, and Xanatos is out. That retires the side. Minas Morgul is still ahead 3-1. Did somebody say potatoes? Is there anything better? Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Yo quiero potatoes. We got a new pitcher. Bosom of Numenor is up on the hill for the Dol Guldur Dragons in the bottom of the 8th. Minas Morgul leads 3-1. I cannot say this person's name. Elrorian, the right fielder, is now up. Lefty Bosom of Numenor takes the hill. He's going up against Elrorian, who's hitless in 3 at-bats. The windup in the pitch, outside with a fastball. Numenor stares in, gets the sign, and here's the 1-0 pitch. Elrorian fouls it off to the right. The 1-1, Iralqua swings and misses a fastball. 1-2 pitch, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Iralqua Elrorian. That's the hat trick. Not a good kind. We've got a new hitter. Dwayne Ellerlith is continuing now. It's the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. Bosom of Numenor winds up and delivers. Low for ball 1. Numenor gets the sign. Winds and fires the 1-0 pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. Here's the pitch from Numenor. The swing. Fastball. Pulled foul. 2-1 count on Ellerlith of Numenor gets the sign, winds up, delivers the pitch. Ellerlith with a swing, roller toward third, and foul. So far this spring, this is Ellerlith's second at-bat all year. Bosom of Numenor winds up and throws the 2-2 pitch. Ellerlith takes it for ball 3. The catcher Xanatos sets his target. Bosom of Numenor fires. Ellerlith swings. Grounded to the shortstop trample. Makes the throw across the diamond for the out. Pinch hitter is Theon Elralindi. Base is empty, 2 out from the windup. The pitch from Numenor. Fastball. Strike. Elralindi is 2 for 4 this spring so far. Numenor toes the rubber, winds, delivers the 0-1 pitch, cut on and fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes to Elralindi. The windup and the pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. 1-2 count on the hitter. Numenor winds and delivers. Check swing, the appeal. He didn't go around, ball 2. Lefty deals. Elralindi holds up, and that's ball 3. Into the windup, the 3-2 pitch. He swings at a fastball in the dirt. Xanatos picks up the ball, flies the tag to Elralindi. That retires the side. The score remains 3-1 Minas Morgul.
Finally, there's a fireworks stand that cuts out the middleman. Introducing Jimmy Joe's pre-lit fireworks. That's right, Jimmy Joe's pre-lit fireworks. Yes, unlike our lazy competitors, we go the extra mile. How? Simple. Just pick out your favorite explosives, pay at the checkout, then before you leave, we'll light them on fire and throw them in your bag. Absolutely free. Yeah, save time as you lose some fingers at Jimmy Joe's pre-lit fireworks stand. Just make a left at the Raging Fireball, and you're there. See ya with my good eye soon.
Welcome back. It's 3-1 Minas Morgul over Dol Guldur, and we're headed to the top of the 9th. Last stand for the Dol Guldur Dragons. Last chance. Around town, the municipal worms are slugging it out. beating up on the Lake Town Archers 12-0. That game's in the top of the 8th. The bottom of the 8th, Misty Mountain leads Daggerlad 8-1. Brookwood and Old Forest are tied. It's the bottom of the 9th, with runners at the corner for the Merryfellows. Ravenhill and Isengard is in the end of the 8th, with Ravenhill ahead 2-0. Top of the 7th, Moria leads Carrick 8-3. Dunharrow and Lothlorien and Numenor start later, and Buckleberry is leading Minas Tirith 6-1 in the top of the 8th. Over here, we've got a new pitcher. Rowan Hill is taking the mound for the Slayers. Hill so far has had 5 innings pitched in spring training, and he's had 10 strikeouts with a walk. We've got a substitution. Rowan Hill takes the mound. Stepping to the plate is Hisson Rockdelver. He's gone 1 for 3 with a double. Hill winds, fires, swung on, fly ball to deep right field. O'Brien goes back, but it goes out to the wild blue yonder. Home run for Rockdelver. He latched onto that Hill fastball and launched it. He hit that one 388 feet, and the score is now 3-2. Slayers still leading. Here's Eowamir. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Hill winds and throws. Fastball for a strike. Guests of the show stay the Prancing Pony Inn. Prancing Pony has nightly entertainment and mysterious atmosphere. Plus, their beer comes in pints. There's only one Prancing Pony. The pitch, swung on, lashed on the right field line, but foul. Hill checks the sign, looks hard at Eowamir, and fires. A check swing. Reading worker asks for an appeal. He didn't go around. Ball 1. The pitch swung on, softly hit fly ball in foul territory. It lands foul. Pitch is on the way. On the outside corner, strike 3. Eowamir goes down. 1 out in the 9th. Val Human Crawler is set to hit. He's gone hitless so far. 1 out in the 9th from the full windup. Hill deals. The fastball is inside. 1-0. Hill goes into the windup, fires. Human Crawler swings, but comes up empty at that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Hill fires it in. Misses for ball 2. Pitch. Crawler dribbles it foul. Pitch. Oh, and outside. 3-2. Strike 3 swinging. Hill records the punch out. That's 2 down. Got him on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. Dragons are down to their last batter. It's going to be Hack Grudge Smelter. Base is empty, 2 out. Hill winds up the pitch. Fastball, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Hill looks in at Ringworker. He hits a sign he likes. Winds up and fires. Swung on, he hits it hard to center. Lindy hustles after it, but it's just out of his reach. It bounces and hits the fence. Around first, Grudge Smelter. Lindy tracks it down. And into second goes Grudge Smelter with a double. The tying run is on second base with 2 out. Ulysses Longshoreman is at bat. He's hitless so far with a strikeout. 2 out in the 9th from the stretch. Hill brings it home inside the fastball. On Longshoreman from the stretch. Hill kneels, swing, hard liner to deep center field. Lindy retreating hard, and he catches it. This game is over as Minas Morgul sweeps by Dol Guldur 3-2. We'll be back with a wrap-up in just a minute.
even get my chicken pot. It's not too right. Picking it up on the old mango, put on the muffin and away we go. One with kids, white dogs say, yeah.
Well, back at this one, where the Minas Morgul Slayers have outlasted the Dol Guldur Dragons 3-2 in spring training action. Lots of players used in this one. Time of the game, 2 hours and 32 minutes in front of 5,000 spring fans at the spring ballpark. Player of the game, Gaiman Lumberbrand, who hit that homer that put the Minas Morgul Slayers ahead 3-1 back in the bottom of the seventh. That's it for us for spring training. Stay tuned for spring training action next week when you get your game of the week, Monday Night Baseball.